ज्योति सी जल जल, भुजा भुजा फल फल, रथ में धड़क धड़क, धनुष उठा प्रहार कर, तू सबसे पहला वार कर। अग्नि सी धधक धधक, हिरण सी सजग सजग, तू सिर सी दहाड़ कर, शब्द सी पुकार कर। रुके न तू, थके न तू, झुके न तू, थमे न तू, सदा चले थके न तू, रुके न तू, झुके न तू।
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Vice Admiral Gurcharan Singh, Adhikshit Ceremonial, Ceremonial, Cadet, National Defence Academy, and the entire team of NEET, we welcome you to the passing out parade of the 147th course. This parade ground was named as Cadet Parade Ground in the everlasting memory of Second Lieutenant Cadet, Paramount, and alumnus of the 38th course Foxtrot Squad. He was posthumously awarded the highest gallantry award in the Battle of Basanta in 1971. Across the parade ground, ladies and gentlemen, is the quartermaster's flag, providing a majestic banner. The structure behind you is the Manoj Pandey Ball, named after Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, Paramount, who is an alumnus of the 90th course Mike Squad, one of the many military heroes of the Cardinal conflict.
The huge white mask that stands dominating the drill square is the mask from the Indian Navy ship Loka, rigged at the drill square on the National Defence Academy at Basa on 21st May 1955. The mask measures 30.4 meters. It carries the national flag along with the academy flag and symbolizes the height of dedication and devotion that the cadet has towards his duties. This mask has stood mute testimony to the rigors of training, Cardinal, sword, regiment, foot, and ceremonial.
यह परेड मैदान लोकप्रिय रूप से ड्रिल स्क्वायर के नाम से जाना जाता है। यह 450 मीटर व 150 मीटर में फैला हुआ एक विशाल मैदान चलित परेड मैदान की लंबाई और चौड़ाई स्पष्ट चलता है। यह प्रवेश द्वार में मैदान की दूरी और ड्रिल स्क्वायर के दोनों कोनों को देखकर स्पष्ट 2 मंजिल का टैंक में विमान और समुद्री विमान, भारतीय सेना के जहाजों की प्रतिक्रिया, विराट और मुद्दा और सबसे ऊपर विशाल वस्तु तीनों सेवाओं का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं। The aircraft that you see on the left side of the entrance to the drill square is the Seahawk, single seater fighter aircraft of the Indian Navy, playing a stellar role in the Indo-Pak War of 1971, the golden jubilee of which was celebrated in the year 2021. The aircraft to your right is the MiG-21, inducted in the aftermath of the 1962 war. It has been the mainstay of the air defense fleet of the Indian Air Force. The MiG-21 Type 96 aircraft was phased out some years back. However, an upgraded version, the MiG-21 Tiger, is still in the service of the nation. This aircraft has played a pivotal role in the 1971 Cardinal and the fierce conflict in the past. Wherein Group Captain Abhinandan, leader of 104th Course India Squad, shot down an F-16 aircraft of Pakistan Air Force with this old war. आपके सामने रखे गए दो टैंक विजयी। इस टैंक ने 1971 में पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ युद्ध में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई। सशस्त्र बलों में अनुशासन का आधार राज्य को अपने सशस्त्र बलों द्वारा प्रदर्शित अनुशासन के अनुकरणीय मानक पर गर्व। यहाँ पर इस परेड मैदान भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों के भावी अधिकारियों के लिए अनुशासन की नींव रखी जाती है। The Academy Adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Praveen Kumar Tiwari, from the 19th Battalion of the Bengal Regiment, is the embodiment of military discipline for cadets as well as the Cardinal. He is ably assisted by Assistant Adjutant Major Rahul Singh Kanali. The Master of Parade marks the grand finale of the term. It is each term with proper precision on its ceremony and fanfare on this hallowed ground.
देवी और सच्ची इस अवसर की पवित्रता को ध्यान में रखते हुए और संस्था और हमारे शहीद नायकों के सम्मान को आपसे अपने मोबाइल फोन बंद करके पासिंग ऑफ परेड के बाद
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now begin the performance of the cadets of the 147th Course in Earthwell today. Among the Army cadets, Cadet Sean Lafla of Undisputed has been awarded the Uttar Pradesh Government Award for being the best cadet in Specialist Service Subjects, Army. The best cadet in lab reading is Cadet Sean Lafla of Undisputed. Cadet Tanuj Mehta of Oscar Squadron has been awarded Ashok Vilaka for being the best cadet in weapon training. The best cadet in tactics has been awarded Divisional Cadet Captain Badal of Alpha Squadron. The Order of Inclab for excellence in fighting has been awarded to Cadet Abhay Rao of Juliet Squadron. Bennett pins are awarded to cadets who excel in Army service subjects. This term, Bennett pins have been awarded to 12 cadets.
The government of Madras is standing first in specialist naval service subjects is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Siddhant Chakra of Cadet. The Chief of Naval Staff Trophy instituted by Admiral P.S. Dawson standing first in national navigation has been awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Siddhant Chakra of Cadet. The Seamanship Trophy presented by Admiral Madhaven Singh, the 10th Flag Officer, Commander-in-Chief, Western Naval Command has been won by Cadet Ankit Vatsal of Hunters Corps. Cadet Omkar Ashutosh of November Squadron has won the cup presented by Admiral Sir Mark Bison, who stands second Special Service Subject Navy. Anchor pins have been awarded to 2 cadets.
Amongst the Air Force cadets, Cadet R.N. Sharma of Golf Squadron has won the trophy presented by Government of Hyderabad for standing first in Specialist Service Subjects Airport. The Government of Vande Bharat Cup for being the best cadet in flying has been awarded to Cadet R.N. Sharma of Golf Squadron. Flying Lieutenant P.D. Abde Trophy for standing first in ground subjects has been awarded to Cadet Harsh Tigard of Juliet Squadron. Squadron leader S. Vasudev Memorial Book Prize for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Akshat Ram of Delta Squadron. Air Force cadets are awarded flying pins for their exceptional performance. Pins have been awarded to 5 cadets in the order of merit in Air Force service subjects.
देवी और सच्ची हम 147 कोर्स की शैक्षणिक उपलब्धियों से अब तक को अवगत कराएं। बटालियन कैडेट एडजुटेंट युवराज सिंह चौहान एक्स स्क्वाड्रन विज्ञान की शाखा में प्रथम आए। जनरल के सुंदरजी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द आर्मी स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती। स्क्वाड्रन कैडेट कैप्टन शशि शेखर किलो स्क्वाड्रन में कंप्यूटर साइंस की शाखा में उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन करते हुए Admiral Suresh Mehta द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द नेवल स्टाफ ट्रॉफी के विजेता हैं। इस जंग में ब्राउन स्क्वाड्रन की कैडेट गुरकीरत सिंह सामाजिक विज्ञान में प्रथम आते हुए एयर चीफ मार्शल एस सूरी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ द एयर स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती।
Cadets who excel in various sports and physical activities are awarded with merit half blue, blue, and blazer in order of proficiency. The silver medal for the best cadet in riding has been awarded to Cadet Pratham Sundhi of Oscar Squadron. Battalion of Hunter Squad. The best cadet in shooting is Cadet Abdul Kumar of Alpha Squad.
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी के विशाल परिसर में प्रवेश करते हुए आगंतुक को प्रथम जो चीज प्रभावित करती है वह है संपूर्ण निरचना। प्रकृति की गोद में कितनी सामंजस्य पूर्ण रूप से बनती है और विभिन्न हमारे आसपास की वनस्पतियां हर जीव से कितनी अच्छी तरह मेल खाते हैं। यहाँ तक कि सहज रूप से देखा जाए तो यह संपर्क राष्ट्रीय रक्षा कानून बगीचे पहाड़ वनस्पति और जीवों की प्राकृतिक सुंदरता पर गर्व महसूस करते हैं। The immaculately maintained gardens of the National Defense Academy reminds us of the words of William Wordsworth. Come forward into the light of peace. Let nature be your teacher. Our cadets actively participate in this beautification process through structure, in maintaining their squadrons and battalion areas, and also some general areas inside the camps. The National Defense Academy is a perfect example of how human beings can coexist harmoniously with nature. A word upon the history of the National Defense Academy. After the Second World War, a need was felt to take cadets of the three services jointly, which would enable the warriors of the future to create synergy from the mine operations. The idea of a joint services academy was conceived in 1945 with the setting up of the National War Academy Committee under the chairmanship of the then Commander-in-Chief, Field Marshal Sir Claude Offit. The objective was to frame the design of an academy for the joint training of future officers of the three services. The project received impetus when Pandit Nehru foresaw the necessity of completely Indianizing the officer cadre of the armed forces. To hasten the process, it was decided to start training straight away, and a joint services wing was established in the old prisoners of war barracks at Clermont on 1st January 1949. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in June 1949 formally inaugurated the joint services wing, and the first course consisting of 190 cadets passed out from Clermont on 8 December 1950. 40 years later, history was made in 1990 when three alumni of the first course took over as chiefs of their respective services. They were General S.F. Rodriguez, Admiral N. Rambas, and Air Chief Marshal S.C. Suri. History repeated itself in 2020 when three course of the 56th course, General M.M. Narar, Admiral Karamveer Singh, and Air Chief Marshal R.K. Bhadolia took over as chiefs of their respective services.
For the third time in the history of National Defense Academy, coursemen from the 61st Course, General Manoj Pandey, Admiral R. Harikar, and Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary succeeded to the coursemen of 56th Course and took over as chiefs of the first two chiefs of defense staff of the Indian Armed Forces, General Bipin Rawat and General Anil Chauhan, have both passed out from this prestigious institution. Chief of Defense Staff is the professional head and permanent chairman of Chiefs of Staff Committee. He is the highest ranking uniformed officer on active duty in Indian military and Chief Advisor to Ministry of Defense.
6 अक्टूबर 1949 पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू द्वारा खड़गवासला राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी की नींव रखी गई। लगभग 7,000 एकड़ भूमि उस समय बॉम्बे राज्य की सरकार द्वारा प्रदान की गई। अकादमी का लेआउट आर्किटेक्ट्स की एक टीम द्वारा बनाया गया, जो उस समय पूरे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के प्रधानाचार्य श्री डब्ल्यू के नेतृत्व में काम कर रहे हैं। अकादमी का बुनियादी ढांचा बनाने में लगभग 5 वर्ष लगे, जो इमारतें आज आपके समक्ष है। यह राजपुताना तथा मुगल आर्किटेक्चर का उत्तम मिश्रण है।
निर्माण के लिए अपेक्षित धनराशि का कई राज्यों द्वारा किया है। कैडेटों के सिलेक्शन ब्लॉक का निर्माण इन्हीं धनराशि से किया गया और उनका नाम योगदान करने वाले राज्यों के नाम रखा गया। अकादमी का प्रशासनिक ब्लॉक, जिसे हम सुदान ब्लॉक के नाम से जानते हैं, इसके निर्माण में कुछ सुदान सरकार द्वारा धनराशि के रूप में किया गया। यह योगदान सुदान सरकार ने भारतीय सैनिकों के दूसरे विश्व युद्ध में उत्तरी अमेरिकी अभियान के दौरान प्रदर्शित वीरता की सराहना करते हुए किया था।
The academy shifted to Khadagwasla from Clementown in December 1954 and was inaugurated on 16 January 1955 by Shri
Morarji Desai, the Chief
Minister of the then state of Bombay. 16 January is celebrated every year as the NDA Day. The first passing out parade on this ground was held on 5th June 1955, when the 10th course passed out. The salute on that auspicious occasion was taken by Shri Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru.
The National Defense Academy's contribution in service to the nation was rewarded on 16th December 1978 when the President of India, Shri Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, presented the colours to this institution.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cadets you see marching onto the parade ground are contingent markers. Take their positions. The rest of their contingents will soon enter the parade ground from the sides of the quartermaster's fort. They will move to the left and to the right of the parade ground and then line up.
आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि आप सब अपना ध्यान सामने की तरफ ले जाएं। आप देखेंगे कि कंटिंजेंट मार्कर्स अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। बाकी कंटिंजेंट जल्द ही परेड प्रांगण पर आएंगे और दाहिने और बाएं मुड़कर अपने स्थान पर खड़े होंगे।
Today, there are 1,250 cadets on parade. Out of these, 357 cadets of the 147th course will pass out of the National Defense Academy, out of which 250 are Army cadets, 38 Naval cadets, and 104 Air Force cadets. This term, we have 19 international cadets from 12 different countries: Kenya, Lesotho, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Myanmar, Sudan, Tajikistan, Tanzania, Zambia, Bangladesh, and Bhutan, passing out with the 147th course. The National Defence Academy has stood as a shining testimony to India's relationship with its friendly foreign countries. This is evident from the fact that the National Defence Academy is presently training 118 cadets from different foreign countries.
One of the greatest distinctions of the Academy is the happy camaraderie that it confers on all cadets, transcending all service barriers. And the squadron plays a vital role in inculcating this bond and spirit. The squadron acts like a home away from home for the cadets. The sound of the bugles, ladies and gentlemen, heralds the entry of the cadets onto the parade ground. There they come out to the gates of the quartermaster's fort, marching smartly to the inspirational tunes of the Academy song, Hum NDA Ke Cadet Hain. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the contingents marching onto the parade ground to take their positions. The magnificent charger, atop which the adjutant is astride, is reliant robber. This splendid and dynamic charger was born in 2009 and has been allotted to the National Defence Academy by Renowned and Veterinary Corps in 2020. This is the 9th parade for Robin as the adjutant's charger in National Defence Academy.
Leading the cadets onto the parade ground is Academy Cadet Captain Ankit.
Now, a word about drill. Drill inculcates discipline, which is the bedrock of military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well-ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life in which the highest and the noblest attributes of discipline, character, and courage are not only blended but also nurtured and nourished.
Going back to the genesis of this institution, the National Defence Academy came into being at Khadagwasla in 1955. Khadagwasla was chosen as a site on account of its proximity to an operational airfield at Pune, its closeness to the sea, the presence of a lake nearby, plenty of area for military training, and of course, its salubrious climate.
पुणे लाईनवर
देवी और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड प्रांगण पर ला रही है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि निशान को समुचित सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं तथा जो वर्दी में है वे कृपया अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमान पर सल्यूट करें। Ladies and gentlemen, the Nishan Toli will now bring in the President's colors. When the colors are brought in, you're requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain. पुणे लाईनवर दोन आहे ठीक आहे
The President's colors were presented to the National Guard on 16 December 1978 by the then President of India, Shri Neelam in recognition of the highest standard of training imparted. It is the privilege of the cadets of the passing out course to carry the President's colors. Keeping with this tradition, cadets of 147th
पुणे लाईनवर
colors to the parade ground.
मी पोरांचा ग्रुप लावून राहणार सलामीला रेडी सलामी देतील ना
Cadet Sergeant Major S.
कोणाचा काहीच प्रॉब्लेम नाही सगळं ओके राहू बोललो आता माझं चित्र ब्ल्यू आहे थांब मी वाढवतो आता बोल हां ठीक आहे ना पण बाकीच्यांचं पण 5-6 आहे त्यांना पण बोलू शकतो 5-6 वाढवलं 6000 किलो सगळ्यांचं 5-6 किलो होतं मग माझ्या याच्यात बोलू कसं करतो
is now for review. The cadet commanding the parade is
The officer on the charge to extreme left is the Lieutenant Colonel
इनको एटीट्यूड और घोड़े वाले बोलते थे हेलो हेलो अरे ते एटीट्यूड बद्दल बोलतायत मला सांगा ना फ्रेम ना हलवायची अरे ते यांच्याबद्दल बोलतायत घ्या आता मग
Stop and trust me. The officer has served as a private command along the German border in Sigma. Commander in super high along line of control in drastic and along line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh. Additionally, he has undertaken an overseas assignment with Indian military training in Bhutan. His experience extends to training also from friendly foreign. A graduate of Defense Services Staff College. Well, the officer has assumed the esteemed appointment of National Cadet on 30th June 2023.
He is ably assisted by the Assistant Adjutant Major Rami and Lieutenant of the Delta Squadron, 131 Coast of the National Guard. The officer has commissioned the 16th Regiment on 10 June 2017. He served as Cardinal of his battalion along and as company commander of company along line of action during operations never in Taiwan. The officer has also served in counter-insurgency, counter-terrorism area and Manipur. He has the singular honor of leading another regiment in Army parades in 2020. He was awarded with the General Officer Chief Central Command in 2021. Major Rami took over the command of Assistant Adjutant in December 2020.
The actual foot of cadets of National Guard.
हाँ मुलांचे लोग हाँ ठीक है
From the 4th Battalion of the 1st The drill leader served as an instructor
अशे पाहिजेत का
at National Guard from 2007 to 2010 and at the Indian Guard from 2012 to 2007.
As regards the contingent, we have squad-wise standing position in the championship of spring term 2020 and concluding
कोणी लाईनवर
as the contingent of the point. In the center stands the Nishan proudly carrying President's
A cadet's initiation to the academy requires to pledge himself to the nation, which is done under the aegis of the hut the Santorum of the National Cadet. The hut serves as a constant reminder to the cadets of the long tradition of valor, courage, and sacrifice of their predecessors. Before the start of the AISSEE narrates the born of the academy and the cadets. During a stay at the academy, they remind themselves of their pledge to the nation by reciting the NEET at the start of the day. It is essential that the cadets imbibe the right principles and guided by tangible that spells out the right and the wrong. The NDA honor code was thus promulgated in March 1998 by Admiral the then Commandant of National Defence Cadet. It sees the cadet to his basic training and even thereafter in his long life. The cadets dedicate themselves to the nation with the honor code guiding them. This code embodies a tradition and a rallying form, ensuring openness and character and be guided by one's sphere in the right direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first horse in the today's parade will be demonstrated because the dignitaries.
अरे आता सलामी दे पाहिजे ना सलामी असं पाहिजे विचार करायला.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Vice Sartar Vayu Sena Vishisht Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor.
असं पण पाहिजे.
Air Vice
संपलं पाहिजे.
is an alum of the 77th of the National Defence Cadet and is commissioned into the Indian Air on 13th December 1999 from the Air Force Cadet. A graduate of the Defence Staff College and the National Defence College, Egypt. The Air Officer has completed over 3 decades of exemplary service by operational excellence, leadership and cadet prowess. In a career spanning over 23 years, the officer has held various important command staff points and has an experience of over 53 of service flying on various aircraft. The air officer is a qualified flying instructor and instrument rating instructor and examiner. During his service, the officer has been awarded the Vice for Cadet and for distinguished service. In addition to his operational achievements, the Air Officer holds Master in Defence from Madras University and a Bachelor's in Science from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. The Air Marshal assumed the esteemed appointment of Deputy Commandant on 5th August 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi, Vayu Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Gurcharan Singh, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nau Sena Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy. Vice Admiral Gurcharan Singh assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defence Academy on 25th May 2024. An alumnus of the NDA, the Admiral was commissioned in the Indian Navy on 1st July 1990. He's a graduate of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, National Defence College, New Delhi, National Intelligence University, Washington, USA, and the United Nations Staff Officers course at Stockholm, Sweden. In a career spanning over 34 years, the flag officer has held various challenging command and staff appointments. The officer has commanded INS Kochi, a Kolkata-class stealth-guided missile destroyer, INS Kukri, a Kukri-class missile corvette, and INS Vidyut, a Veer-class missile corvette. The flag officer holds the distinction of being part of the commissioning crew of 3 Indian-constructed warships, that is, INS Brahmaputra as gunnery officer, INS Shivalik as executive officer, and INS Kochi as commanding officer. His staff appointments include Directorate of Personnel and Directorate of Naval Intelligence at Naval Headquarters and Indian Naval Workup Team at Kochi. The officer has been an instructor at INS Dronacharya and the Deputy Commandant of Naval War College, Goa. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Gurcharan Singh, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defence Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command. Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth is an alumnus of the 69th Course Foxtrot Squadron and was commissioned into the 2nd Lancers in December 1986. The General Officer is a graduate of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, where he was awarded the Best All-Round Student. He has attended the prestigious Higher Command course at the Army War College and the National Defence College at New Delhi. In his nearly 4 decades of illustrious career, the Army Commander has had the distinctions of donating challenging command and staff appointments in varied operational environments. His command tenures include command of Skinner's Horse, one of the most renowned tank regiments of the Indian Army, an armoured brigade, part of the Strike Corps along the Western Front, a counter-insurgency force in Jammu and Kashmir, the Desert Strike Corps, and later General Officer Commanding of Delhi area, prior to assuming command of Indian Army Southwestern Command at Jaipur. The General Officer's important staff and instructional appointments include Brigade Major of an independent armoured brigade, Assistant Military Secretary at the Personnel Branch at Army Headquarters, Brigade General Staff Operations at Headquarters, Southwestern Command, Director WE-15, and Additional Director General, Weapons and Equipment, responsible for capability development at Army Headquarters, and Director General of Ceremonial Welfare. The General has been Assistant Adjutant at National Defence Academy from 1994 to 1995 and has also been an instructor at the School of Armored Warfare at the Armored Corps Center and School, Ahmednagar. The Army Commander has a rich international experience in varied multinational environments. He has been the operational officer in the United Nations Force at Angola. He has attended the Command and General Staff course at Paris and Defense Acquisition course at Naval Postgraduate at California, United States. He assumed the command of Southern Army on 1st July this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Sanjay J. Singh, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer, Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command. Vice Admiral Sanjay J. Singh took over as Flag Officer, Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command on 3rd January 2024. A graduate of the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, he was commissioned in the executive branch of the Indian Navy on 1st July 1986. He specialized in navigation and direction in 1992 and attended the Advanced Command and Staff course in the United Kingdom in 2000. He has undergone the Naval Higher Command course in 2009 at Naval War College, Mumbai, and the National Security Strategy course in 2012 at the National Defence College, New Delhi. In a career spanning over 38 years, he has served on most class of ships of the Indian Navy and has held a range of command, training and staff appointments, including Assistant Chief of Naval Staff, Communications, Space and Network-centric Operations, Flag Officer, Sea Training, and Flag Officer Commanding Western Fleet. He was also the Commandant, Naval War College and Controller, Personnel Services, the Deputy Chief of Integrated Defence Staff Operations and the Vice Chief of Naval Staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Sanjay J. Singh, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Flag Officer, Commanding in Chief, Western Naval Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi, Vayu Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy. Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi is an alumnus of the 77th course of the National Defence Academy and was commissioned into the Indian Air Force on 13th December 1990 from the Air Force Academy, a graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, and the National Defence College, Egypt. The Air Officer has completed over 3 decades of exemplary service marked by operational excellence, leadership and academic prowess. In a career spanning over 33 years, the officer has held various important command and staff appointments and has an experience of over 5,300 hours of service flying on various aircrafts. The Air Officer is a qualified flying instructor and instrument rating instructor and examiner. During his service, the officer has been awarded the Vayu Sena Medal for gallantry and the Vishisht Seva Medal for distinguished service. In addition to his operational achievements, the Air Officer holds Masters in Science in Defence Studies from Madras University. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Vice Marshal Sartaj Bedi, Vayu Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defence Academy, the reviewing officer of today's parade.
निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर। किनार है
The number of our alumni who have been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism with fire in the wars since independence. Some where blizzards and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold argument with the sky. And some in the uncharted space above. But like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of their profession and were conscious of the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation. In this long march to glory, our alumni have demonstrated exemplary courage and dedication both in war and peace. They have defended our borders, kept the territorial waters safe for the nation, and touched its sky with glory.
The spirit of 445 warriors and 5 of those who went missing in action resides in the heart of remembrance.
The reviewing officer will now review the parade. Leading the lineup is the contingent of Gaul Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The second contingent is of November Squadron. The third contingent is of Panther Squadron. The fourth contingent is of Foxtrot Squadron. The fifth contingent is of Romeo Squadron. The sixth contingent is of Juliet Squadron. The seventh contingent is of Charlie Squadron. The eighth contingent is of Mike Squadron. The ninth contingent is of Delta Squadron. The Nishan Tolu proudly carry the President's colors. The 10th contingent is of Quebec Squadron. The 11th contingent is of Lima Squadron. The 12th contingent is of Hunter Squadron. The 13th contingent is of Bravo Squadron. The 14th contingent is of Oscar Squadron. The 15th contingent is of Alpha Squadron. The 16th contingent is of India Squadron. 17th contingent is of Kilo Squadron. The 18th contingent is of Echo Squadron. Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Jodha.
The list of achievements of National Defence Academy alumni is endless. Apart from gallantry in war, our alumni have displayed exemplary courage and self-sacrifice even while they have been away from the battlefield. The Ashok Chakra, the highest peacetime gallantry award winners of the National Defence Academy are 2nd Lieutenant P.M. Raman, 6th Coast Alpha Squadron; Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, 35th Coast Juliet Squadron; Colonel N.J. Nair, 38th Coast India Squadron; Major Sudhir Kumar Walia, 72nd Coast Juliet Squadron; Captain A.S. Jasrotia, 73rd Coast Echo Squadron; Major R.K. June, 78th Coast Kilo Squadron; 2nd Lieutenant Rakesh Singh, 79th Coast Bravo Squadron; 2nd Lieutenant Puneet Nath Dutt, 87th Coast Echo Squadron; Major Sandeep Unikrishnan, 94th Coast Oscar Squadron; Major Mohit Sharma, 95th Coast India Squadron; Major D. Raghu Raman, 95th Coast November Squadron; and Captain Harshan Radhakrishnan Nair, 101st Coast Golf Squadron.
The cadets of National Defence Academy follow in the footsteps of some of our illustrious alumni who have scaled the highest peaks in the Himalayas, sailed around the world, and also done the country proud on the sports field. Some of those whom we mention with special pride are Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, Ashok Chakra, the first Indian to enter space; Commander Dilip Dhonde, Shaurya Chakra, the first Indian solo circumnavigator of the globe.
It is indeed a matter of immense pride for National Defence Academy that all 4 astronauts, Group Captain P. Balakrishnan Nair, Group Captain Ajit Krishnan, Group Captain Angad Pratap, and Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla, selected to be a part of the historic Gaganyaan mission, have all passed out from the hallowed portals of this academy. In May 2022, Wing Commander Vikrant Unyal summited the Mount Everest, where he recited the national anthem without oxygen support, in the backdrop of national flag and the Air Force flag. It was a tribute to all the unsung heroes of freedom struggle in the 75th year of Indian independence.
Captain H.D. Motiwala became the first Indian to be awarded the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Dronacharya Award, and the Arjuna Award for yachting. Wing Commander Yashwant Anil Narayan Petkar swam across the English Channel twice, creating national and Asian record.
Captain Atul Sinha and Lieutenant Commander Farooq Tarapur represented India in yachting and sailing in the 16th Asian Games held in 2010 in China. You can now see the cadets march forward to the martial tune of Kadam Kadam Badhaye Jao.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is accompanied by flypast. The first one was with 3 Chetak helicopters in ensign formation. Piloting the first aircraft was Group Captain S. Sai Kiran, 105th Coast Oscar Squadron. Accompanying him was Flight Lieutenant Ashneep. The second aircraft was piloted by Wing Commander Pankaj Borkar, 114th Coast Oscar Squadron, and along with him was Squadron Leader Shivam Nagpal. The third aircraft is piloted by Squadron Leader Aditya Shekhar, 123rd Coast Golf Squadron, and accompanying him is Squadron Leader Nitish Kumar, 130th Coast Golf Squadron. The second flypast will be by 3 Super Demona aircrafts in Trishakti formation. The first aircraft is flown by Wing Commander Atul Kulkarni, 98th Coast November Squadron, and Squadron Leader Piyush accompanies him. The second aircraft is flown by Squadron Leader Alok, 122nd Coast Echo Squadron, and along with him is Wing Commander Gaurav, 108th Coast Hunter Squadron. The third aircraft is piloted by Wing Commander Abhishek, 116th Coast Alpha Squadron, and along with him is Wing Commander Rohit Sharma. The third flypast will be by 3 Su-30 aircrafts in Rhino formation. Piloting the first aircraft is Group Captain Manav Bhatia, 103rd Coast Charlie Squadron, and along with him is Squadron Leader Kushan, 130th Coast Delta Squadron. The second aircraft is piloted by Wing Commander Gulati, 118th Coast Delta Squadron, and along with him is Flight Lieutenant Girish, 138th Coast Romeo Squadron. The third aircraft is piloted by Wing Commander Tyagi, 114th Coast Charlie Squadron, with Flight Lieutenant Samuel accompanying him. The fourth flypast will be by the PATI Poseidon. The captain of this aircraft is Commander Girish Pillai, 112th Coast Foxtrot Squadron, and along with him is Lieutenant Commander Vikas Badola. The mission controller of this PATI is Lieutenant Commander Sandhya Tiwari. The overall flypast will be coordinated by Wing Commander Kapil Dev, 112th Coast Charlie Squadron, and Squadron Leader Abhishek Singh.
In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in times of battle as a means of exciting that grand passion, which the fiercest of orations could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have 4 bands. These bands are the National Defence Academy Military Band, led by Subedar S.G. Pandya, the National Defence Academy Pipe and Drums Band, led by Naib Subedar B.M. Kamble, the 8th Maha Regimental Band, and the Para-Regimental Center Band, led by Subedar Rajendra Prasad.
देवी और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान टोली निशान के साथ आपके सामने से गुजरे तब कृपया खड़े हो तथा जो वर्दी में है वे कृपया सल्यूट कर निशान को सम्मान प्रदान करें।
Leading the parade is Academy Cadet Captain Ankit, followed by the cadets of Golf Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff band. The contingent is led by Squadron Cadet Captain Aditya Giri. The contingent of November Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Mohit Singh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look towards your left as you can see 3 Super Demona aircrafts approach the parade ground.
The contingent of Panther Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Dhruv Singh Mahan. The contingent of Foxtrot Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Vineet Ramesh Yalameli. The contingent of Romeo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Vishwas Yadav. The contingent of Juliet Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Praveen Yadav. The contingent of Charlie Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Nayak Yash Prasad. The contingent contingent of Mike Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Mridul Joshi. The contingent of Delta Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Mihir Goswami. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colours. The contingent of Quebec Squadron, led by Divisional Cadet Captain Rahul Godara. The contingent of Lima Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Ashutosh Pandey.
The contingent of Hunter Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Neerav Kumar. The contingent of Bravo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Aman Kumar Bindra. The contingent of Oscar Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Rohan Kumar. The contingent of Alpha Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Het Patel. The contingent of India Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Shubham Chaudhary. The contingent of Kilo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Shashi Shekhar. The contingent of Echo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Jatin Balyan. Concluding lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Captain Maninder. And finally, Lieutenant Colonel Praveen Kumar Tiwari, Adjutant, National Defence Academy, saluting the reviewing officer on his charger, Reliant Robin.
The cadets of this institution have been consistent in making the most of the excellent all-round training facilities available at the academy. One important aspect of training in National Defence Academy is the camps they attend during their 2nd, 4th and 6th term. The participation in these camps in the academy prepares them for further military challenges and helps in building an overall sense of camaraderie, bonhomie, team spirit, and quick adaptation to unknown and difficult conditions. Our revered audience, we would also like to bring to your notice to the fact that the Academy has taken giant leap towards the evolution of this remarkable institution by inducting female cadets from spring term 2022. These cadets are getting trained alongside their male counterparts and represented NDA in cardinal directions by hiking to Siachen in north, Kibitu in east, Indira Point in south, and Guhar Moti in west as a part of celebration of 75 glorious years of its existence. It was indeed a moment of pride for the female cadets to be representing this prestigious academy at this marquee event.
Ladies and gentlemen, among the various sports events which happened during autumn term 2024, the inter-squadron volleyball competition was won by Juliet Squadron. The inter-squadron football competition was won by Charlie Squadron. The inter-squadron boxing competition was won by Kilo Squadron. The inter-squadron squash competition was won by India Squadron. And the inter-squadron cross-country competition, which tests the physical and mental endurance of our young cadets, was won by Call Squadron.
Ladies and gentlemen, the equestrian training team of National Defence Academy has been performing exceedingly well in various equestrian and polo competitions at regional, services and national levels. This training team has won a total of 28 medals in the Army Equestrian Championship, which includes 10 gold, 7 silver, 11 bronze and various highly recommended positions.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you look to the extreme left, you can see Divisional Cadet Captain Iranna Patil of Call Squadron coming to hand over the Chiefs of Staff banner to drill instructor Company Havaldar Major Amar Singh Gurung of the 3rd Battalion of 11 Gorkha Rifles, who is receiving this on behalf of the Academy, so that it can now be presented to the squadron that has won the championship this term. Earlier, we had the Commandant's banner for the champion squadron. The Chiefs of Staff banner was instituted during autumn term 1980. Bravo Squadron was the first to win it then.
Ladies and gentlemen, on today's parade, we have both female and male cadets as cane orderlies. These cadets are Sergeant Udayveer Singh Negi, Sergeant Tejas Bhatt, Cadet Ronak Hudda, Cadet Aman Singh Bisain, Staff Corporal Avni Sharma, and Staff Corporal Ananya.
The reviewing officer will present medals to the award winners in a short while. The silver medal to the best sportsman of the passing out course goes to Cadet Ananjeet Mishra of Alpha Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in physical training is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Ishan Ajay Kumar Kharra of Oscar Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Yash Bahuguna of Charlie Squadron. Winner of Chiefs of Staff banner, Golf Squadron.
The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to the cadet who had displayed the highest standards of military bearing, turnout, word of command, and in-drill movement during his entire stay in the academy. The silver medal for the best cadet in physical training is awarded to the cadet who had displayed the highest standards of flexibility, agility, strength, and endurance in physical proficiency during his entire stay in the academy.
The silver medal to the best sportsman of the passing out course is adjudged on the basis of his participation in various inter-squadron sports competitions, his selection in the academy teams, and the level of proficiency attained by him in various sports activities.
The Chiefs of Staff banner is awarded to the squadron standing first in the overall championship.
Squadron Cadet Captain Aditya Giri of Call Squadron will receive the Chiefs of Staff banner. The pride of these four young men is evident as they march forward to receive their well-deserved awards. The training at National Defence Academy inculcates in cadets the qualities of leadership and a drive to excel. Their training equips them with self-confidence and self-discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a carrier belt is being slung over the shoulder of Squadron Cadet Captain Aditya Giri of Call Squadron so that he can now receive the coveted Chiefs of Staff banner. The reviewing officer is now requested to present medals to the award winners and the Chiefs of Staff banner to the champion squadron of this term. The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Yash Bahuguna of Charlie Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in physical training is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Ishan Ajay Kumar Kharra of Oscar Squadron. The silver medal to the best sportsman of the passing out course goes to Cadet Ananjeet Mishra of Alpha Squadron. Winner of Chiefs of Staff banner, Golf Squadron. इन कैडेटों ने न केवल अपने स्क्वाड्रन का नाम गौरवान्वित किया है, बल्कि अपने माता पिता का शीश भी गर्व से ऊंचा कर दिया है।
गोल्फ स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेटों के लिए भी यह अत्यंत हर्ष व उल्लास का समय है कि उन्होंने पढ़ाई, शारीरिक प्रशिक्षण, खेलकूद व क्वायत जैसी गतिविधियों में अपनी महारत साबित कर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को प्राप्त किया है। चैंपियन स्क्वाड्रन होने के कारण गोल्फ स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेट अब दाहिने कंधे पर लैनियार्ड लगाने के साथ साथ अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन के आगे 2 समारोहिक तोपें भी रख सकते हैं। साथ ही वे अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन पर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को फहरा भी सकते हैं।
The medal winners are marching back to take their positions. It is indeed a proud moment for them as well as for all those who have been associated with their training here, and of course for their parents. For the cadets of Golf Squadron, it is also a special occasion as they have been declared the champion squadron and have received the prestigious Chiefs of Staff banner. The distinction of being the champion squadron entitles the squadron to put up the banner atop the squadron building next term. It also entitles the squadron to display 2 ceremonial guns at the entrance to the squadron, symbolizing their achievement.
It gives the cadets of the squadron the proud privilege of wearing the red-colored lanyard on the right shoulder, unlike the cadets of all the other squadrons who wear it on the left shoulder.
The reviewing officer is requested to kindly address the parade.
My dear guests, faculty members, cadets, especially those belonging to the passing out course, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. At the outset, I would like to compliment the cadets for their smart turnout and sharp drill movements. If we assume these to be reflective of the training standards that you've achieved here, then you can all pat yourselves on your backs for a job very well done, as should the entire instructional and support staff here at the Academy. The trials and tribulations that you would have faced in the last 3 years have helped you to emerge as strapping young warriors, evolving from the nervous teenagers that you would have joined the NDA as. It is a remarkable transition in the lives of ex-NDAs, and one that yields benefits to them in numerous, even if in intangible ways. If you would have noticed, I have used the term ex-NDAs for the soon-to-be passing out cadets of the 147th course. I did so to stress on the honor that the term will soon bestow upon you in a few days. It is a moniker that you should carry with responsibility. Anything that you say or do in your professional lives hereafter will always be linked to this term, ex-NDA. Your identities are now forever linked to our alma mater, no matter what other achievements you may earn. It is therefore incumbent upon each one of you to set high standards for yourselves in your professional lives, for you cannot afford to besmirch the name and reputation of this glorious institution. A key question that you must answer to yourself in this regard is, if I had a choice, would I like to become a good officer or a successful one? This is a question that my divisional officer, Captain A.K. Singh, had posed to me in my 4th term. Over the intervening 36 odd years, I have seen innumerable examples of officers who have managed to embody both these virtues. But I have also seen them toil very hard to do so. This is also the path that each one of you must also aspire to follow. Whilst the staff here have done their best to polish the raw product that they had received, the road ahead remains long for you. You will soon get trained for a year in your service training academies, following which a commission in the Indian military will await you. As you rise in the ranks of your services, you will be made to undergo a series of training courses, apart from the training that you will receive in your units itself. The learning curve will be steep, and one that will require you to adapt, absorb, and reorient yourselves continuously. The multifaceted requirements expected from an officer will necessitate that you continue to train yourself well beyond the classroom environment. As I have mentioned to you earlier as well, the key tool to do so is to inculcate the habit of reading. The books that you read can be both professional or otherwise. Whilst you may not be able to recall every detail that you read, you will realize that your opinions will become fact-based, as will your consequent actions. You will also find that your powers of communication, something that is very critical in the military, will also improve. Above all, I will, however, place moral virtue and self-discipline at the top of the characteristics that you must develop further. Put together, these are what the harder right against the easier wrong will mean. I also realize that these are very intangible traits, so I will try to break them down for you. If I were to subjectively define the former, it implies that you must always employ the correct means to attain your goals, even if it means putting in the extra effort. And this is where self-discipline also comes in. This attribute of yours should be of such a high order that you followed laid down rules and regulations even when no one is watching you. The days of academy appointments and drill sabs keeping an eagle eye on you are soon to be over. It will then be incumbent upon you to exercise self-discipline. If you do not do so, you will lose the moral ground to exercise your command and control functions correctly. In the course of discharging your duties in life, you will make many mistakes, and they are perhaps part of the learning curve that lies ahead of you. You must learn from your mistakes and move on with an endeavor not to repeat them. In an ideal scenario, you would yourself realize that you have erred and made a mistake. But if that is not the case, you must always remain amenable to being told when you have erred in your judgment. This will require each one of you to inculcate a very strong sense of humility, as should every professional who aspires to constantly improve upon his or her capabilities. If I were to summarize the charter that now lies before you, I would lay ethical standards right at the top. These are what would define you as a person for your entire life, even after you have left the military. Next, I would place your commitment to duty, which would encompass your units, your services, and above all, our country. Here, I would like to remind you that soldiers do not fight because they hate what is in front of them. They fight because of what lies behind them. To fight effectively, however, you must attain the requisite levels of professional knowledge for which you will have to train continuously. As you lead your subordinates in trying circumstances, you must always be seen by them to be absolutely agnostic in terms of religion and politics. This is because your subordinates will undoubtedly come from varying backgrounds. I do realize that I have listed a lot of virtues that you should need to develop. In the past 3 years of your stay here, it has been our endeavor to sow the seeds of each one of these in your subconscious minds. It is now for you to nurture each one of these attributes to emerge as a good officer. Your endeavor must be to become that middle order batsman of your units to whom junior officers look up to and from whom they clarify their doubts. Most importantly, let this moment not remain a blur in your memories. So as you stand on this hallowed ground, close your eyes for a second and grasp the significance of this moment, as some of you stand to cross the quarterdeck to the strains of Auld Lang Syne, a tune that will forever remind you of this moment. Cadets of the 147th course, when you cross the Antim Pug on the 30th of November, you will be stepping into a new world with boundless possibilities for which I wish each one of you blue skies and happy landings. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the President's colors are being carried off the parade ground, you are requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain. देवी और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड प्रांगण से बाहर ले जा रही है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि निशान को समुचित सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं और जो वर्दी में हैं वे अकादमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमांड पर सल्यूट करें।
The President's Color Award is one of the highest honor that is bestowed upon any military unit. It is also known as Rashtrapati Ka Nishan in Hindi. A special flag known as the Nishan is given to the unit as part of the award. The President's Color Award is a prestigious honor awarded by the President, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India, to the Armed Forces unit that has rendered exceptional service to the nation. While the practice of carrying colours into battle has stopped, the tradition of receiving, holding and parading the colour continues even today in the Indian Armed Forces.
अब कैडेट परेड की समाप्ति के लिए अपना अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। दीक्षांत समारोह का गौरव व गरिमा से पूर्ण यह अवसर कैडेटों के 3 वर्षों के कठिन परिश्रम का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण दिन है।
The cadets are now forming up in preparation for the culmination of the parade. The cadets of the passing out course will proceed towards the Antim Pug at the quarterdeck. The Antim Pug is marked at the quarterdeck, which symbolizes the passing out of cadets of the 147th course. Later, when the band will play the lilting tune of All Lang Syne, which will take most of you down the memory lane, the junior cadets will go back to the quartermaster's fort away from you, and the cadets of the passing out course will march towards the quarterdeck. The parade will culminate with cadets of the passing out course and the junior courses forming up and marching slow.
Crossing the threshold of the quarterdeck enables them to join the galaxy of National Defence Academy alumni. This is a day of mixed sentiments. The joy of success and sorrow of separation stand as a testimony to the firm concepts of discipline and determination, which molds them as young leaders. The passing out parade is a moment of retrospection to see how discipline has shaped our young cadet. Discipline has always been the bedrock of training at National Defence Academy. As old order changes, yielding place to new, the discipline at National Defence Academy has been given new directions without changing its basic fabric.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of All Lang Syne?
These lines are a fitting tribute to the days gone by, of lifelong friendships and unbreakable bond between the cadets of the Tri-Services established at the National Defence Academy during their years of training. The cadets pass out of National Defence Academy for the second lap of their journey in different academies, but with a deep sense of connection between them, developed at their alma mater. The junior cadets are now marching back towards the quartermaster's fort, while the cadets of the 147th course march towards the quarterdeck. They will step on the quarterdeck, salute the national flag on the mast, and bid farewell to the academy, their home for the past 3 years.
If you look to the left and to the right of the quarterdeck, you will see cadets manning the Jacob's ladders on the quarterdeck mast. These cadets belong to the first term of the academy. They will cheer the cadets of the passing out course. There will be a flypast to honor the success of the passing out course as the cadets approach the quarterdeck. We wish the cadets of the 147th course good fortune, and glorious years of service to the nation in keeping up with the highest traditions of the Academy and living up to its motto, service before self.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the Poseidon P-8I aircraft paying respect to the passing out course.
सच है, विपत्ति जब आती है, कायर को ही दहलाती है। सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते, क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते। विघ्नों को गले लगाते हैं, कांटों में राह बनाते हैं, शूलों को मूल नसाते हैं, बढ़ खुद विपत्ति पर छाते हैं।
आज 147 कोर्स के कैडेट्स इसी दृढ़ निश्चय व इन्हीं फौलादी इरादों के साथ जीवन के अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं। It is the discipline and loyalty that the nation is proud of, which is ingrained in every warrior painstakingly at the National Defence Academy. The National Defence Academy stands for traditions built over years of experience with excellence through training and hard work. Culture growing out of such traditions has molded every generation of cadets in a uniform pattern. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the solemnity of the occasion, we request you to remain seated while the passing out course is in the process of taking formal leave of the academy. You are requested to leave the parade ground only after the reviewing officer and other senior dignitaries have departed.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब पासिंग आउट कोर्स के कैडेट धीरे चाल से क्वार्टर डेक से गुजरे, तब अपना स्थान तब तक न छोड़े जब तक मुख्य अतिथि प्रस्थान न करे।
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise.
If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Being an officer means above all being a leader of men. National Defence Academy is the ideal opportunity for young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, and the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by all the cadets of the Academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says, "Winning is not everything. It is the only thing."
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. in the fell clutch of circumstances. I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed 3 Su-30 aircrafts fly over the parade ground in Badger formation.
And so we bid adieu to the 147th course, wishing them well in their journey ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Cadet Adjutant and the Academy Cadet Captain are now approaching the quarter deck. The fragrance in the air of the National Defence Academy is enough to raise a storm of nostalgia in the minds of not only its alumni, but also those who have had a sojourn here. The passing out parade is thus not the end, but a beginning.